What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another trailer breakdown on the Arrow Season 5, Episode 2, The Recruit. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Watch Episode 1 Legacy before you watch the trailer breakdown, or else it will ruin too much for you. Before I can do the trailer breakdown, we've got to watch the trailer. So let's watch it, and then I'll be back to break it down.
On the line.
Ring that bell.
Here to learn something, man, not just get beat up.
Is that what the brochure promised? The city just experienced the equivalent of a terrorist attack.
I would think this would be a good time for you to test out your new team.
They're too green.
Some could say the same about you.
And we're back. So it starts on the trailer with Oliver, aka Arrow, saying, "On the line, ring the bell." So essentially they've got to try and beat him up and get past him to ring the bell to prove they're good enough to be working with him on his team. I'm really liking the look, the feel about Arrow. His suit looks awesome. His attitude is kind of, I'm going to kill anybody kind of thing. So much better than last season. I know I was negative in my breakdown review of the first episode, but I'm loving the feel of this episode so far. And then Wild Dog, I think it is, says, "I'm here to learn something, not just get beat up." And then Arrow responds with, "Is this what the brochure promised?" Which is, I think that it's like they're trying to add some comical value to the episodes, which is kind of funny. I just wish they had someone like as funny as Cisco within the Arrow kind of team. And then we get a lot more shots of Oliver in the new suit, which looks amazing, may I add. It really is building up to be a really good season. I just felt like the first episode could have been a bit stronger. And then we get what looks like Ragman, who isn't part of Team Arrow. I'm pretty sure this is Ragman. I'm not sure how he's going to become to be part of Team Arrow, but the kind of aim of this episode is to recruit, is to get the new vigilantes ready to join Oliver in his team. And then Oliver says the city just experienced the equivalent of a terror attack. So there's going to be some kind of terror attack, which I presume Tobias is behind it, seeing as he is trying to be the main villain within the Arrow City, I suppose. And then we get a cool fight scene, which is probably to do with a terror attack. Probably one of Tobias's guys, or it could be linked to Prometheus. We don't see Prometheus in this trailer, so I presume in this episode it's going to be more about building up the backstory of Wild Dog, Artemis, Mr. Terrific, Ragman, and I think that's everyone. Let me know if I missed somebody out. I don't believe I did. So you just, then what you see, and it's only a 30-second trailer, you're seeing the kind of the equivalent of the terrorist attack that Oliver mentioned earlier within the trailer. So it's building up to be quite a good series so far. And then Thea says, "Wouldn't this be a good time to test your new team?" Really loving Thea's role in this current season, although she's not going to be the Red Arrow, it appears to be. And then Oliver says they're too clingy, and then Felicity punches him and says, "Some could say you are." That was quite a funny touch. So really looking forward to this episode. Really looking forward to seeing them building on the first kind of episode and seeing if they can keep this kind of let's not let anyone with us kind of, we're actually going to hurt people if they mess with us kind of attitude. More like they're not just going to, they're going to actually do something about it. They need to be full on savage and violent, in my opinion. It's looking more like it's trying to be like Series 2. The overall standout person for me at the moment is Thea. Although she's not fighting, she's taking more of a professional route in this season, it looks like. I'm really loving her. She's such a strong actor. Will Holland has really really come on over the last few years in Arrow. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, comment down below if I missed anything out, or if you think you've seen something I didn't, and I'll see you in another video.